A very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fighting Saints Soccer tonight. It's Chicagoland Collegiate Athletic Conference action between the Fighting Saints of St. Francis and the Eagles of Judson University. Both teams playing their second Chicagoland Collegiate Athletic Conference match tonight. Saints were winners the other day, defeating Trinity Christian 4-0, and that marked the fifth shutout of the season for the Saints and Giselle Mata. Let's look at the starting lineups for both teams tonight. First, for the visiting Eagles of Judson. In goal, it'll be Eva Fernandez. And the rest of their lineup, the forward, Hannah Schmidt. The other forward, Anika Elgin. Midfielder, Lisa von Blumenthal. Defender, Jackie Laramie. Two more midfielders, Clara Sinet and Isabella Geralt. The wing is Araceli Romero Molina. Another midfielder, Amara El Mansouri. Defender, Mara Quintero. And defender number 22, Natasha Navarro. For the Fighting Saints, as we just about get ready for kickoff here. For the Saints, it'll be Ishel Pelayo as one of the midfielders. Jimena Diaz, midfielder. Kelly Flores in the midfield. Litzy Flores at one forward. Jocelyn Garcia Favela, the defender. Midfielder and forward, Mia Okana. Midfielder, Sitlali Perez. Defender and midfielder at times, Cara Planeta. Midfielder, Andrea Aguera. Isabel Diaz will be at one forward spot. And in goal, girl we just mentioned, Giselle Mata. Just underway here tonight. We'll get some scores from around the league when we get the opportunity. Saints in their own half of the field right now. Gets it up to midfield. And now Judson has its first possession of the night. Stolen away by the Saints. And now right back here to Judson. Near side is Ramiro Molina. And she kicks it out of bounds, so the Saints will have it. Now they're saying Judson ball right at about midfield. Violation on Judson, and the ball will go to the Saints back here at midfield. The Saints come in tonight with a record of 4-1-1. They are 2-1-1 at home. Their only loss on the season came last Saturday against the number 6 ranked team in the nation, Marian University out of Indianapolis, Indiana. This ball gets kicked out of bounds and stays with the Saints. Ball goes out of bounds again. Jocelyn Garcia Favela to throw it in. Now it gets stolen away by Isabel Gereltz. Back to St. Francis now. Judson comes in 1-4, 0-1 in league play. They lost to Holy Cross the other day, 3-2 for their first league contest of the season. Here's Kelly Flores looking to pass across the grain. It gets deflected, and Judson takes over. Saints get it back. Flores again. Flores with the near steal that time. Now Cara Planeta had it along that far side, and it's going to go in favor of Judson. Just underway, 3 minutes gone here in the first half at Busey Bank Field at Joliet Memorial Stadium. Saints have the ball. Garcia Favela on the near side here. Kicks it back to O'Connor. O'Connor back to Favela. Now back to O'Connor. She keeps it inbounds. She got it to Isabel Diaz, but it was stolen away by Judson. Now scramble for the ball, and it'll come back to the Saints. There's Isabel Diaz. Ball stolen away briefly before Citlali Perez had it. And it looks like it's going to be a foul on the Saints. First foul of the evening for St. Francis. Going to stop the clock here. To talk with one of the Judson players. Ball goes out of bounds along that far sideline. This is the deepest that Judson has been. Ball kicked away and goes out of bounds. So Judson will maintain possession here. Inbounds, stolen away by Diaz, and she kicks it out of bounds. So Judson will have it back around the 35-yard line. Saints coming on the near sideline here. Kick is away and goes wide right by Jimena Diaz. Ball goes out of bounds on the near sideline, and it'll go to Judson. Trying to get our clock and scoreboard operating here. There we go. Seven minutes gone here in the first quarter. One shot on the evening so far, and that was by St. Francis just moments ago. Judson has it, puts it back in its own defensive area, and now the ball is stolen away by Citlali Perez. Isabel Diaz kicks it up to Mia O'Connor. She takes the first shot, and the Saints have their first goal. 1-0, Mia O'Connor. And the Saints go up 1-0. On the goal by Mia O'Connor. For O'Connor, that is her third goal of the season. Believe it was Diaz on the pass. That would be her second assist of the season. See how they mark it off. Actually, they're giving the assist to Kelly Flores. Judson on the attack now. For Flores, that is her fourth assist of the season. She leads the team. All right, they have corrected it now. It is Isabel Diaz. It's initially put up on the board as Flores, but it was corrected after a review. And so for Diaz, as we mentioned, that is her second assist of the season.
That's a goal for St. Francis by number 14, Mia O'Connor. Assisted by number 24, Isabel Diaz.
Flores gets it up. Now the Saints have it with Jimena Diaz. And she was looking for Isabel Diaz, and Diaz got tripped up. Isabel did. Saints will reset it here. 36-31 left to play in the opening half. Already the Saints lead 1-0. Ball's kicked back. Natasha Navarro had it. She gets it over to Isabel Gereltz. Gereltz along that far sideline gets it stolen away by Cara Planeta. And it goes out of bounds to Judson. That ball knocked away on the header by Kelly Flores. Judson recovers. Judson has it about the 25, and shot taken by Araceli Romero Molina. Not the strongest of attempts. It goes wide right. And Giselle Mata is there. Judson with just 3 goals on the season so far. Ball gets kicked to O'Connor and then goes out of bounds off the header by the Saints, Jocelyn Garcia Favela. Now the Saints get it back, going along right side. Citlali Perez was looking for O'Connor. She was not there. Playing in that right northwest corner. Now the Saints kick it ahead. Citlali Perez with it. She's going to take it all the way down the right sideline. Now to the middle of the field. Is she going to? Nope. She's going to kick it to Cara Planeta. Planeta with an open look and goes wide left. Cara Planeta with the attempt. That's Planeta's third shot attempt on the season. Ball's kicked to the far sideline, and it'll be possession to St. Francis. Planeta will take it from there. Looking around. Now gets it ahead along that far sideline. Ball gets shouldered out of bounds by Judson, and Planeta will throw it in again. Gets it to Isabel Diaz. Diaz middle of the field now. She tries to tap it over to Citlali Perez, goes a little bit too far, and Judson takes over. Ramiro Molina with it. Now gets stolen by the Saints. Back to midfield. Isabel Gereltz kicks it. Will probably be considered a shot on goal just inside that right corner. But Giselle Mata right there. Mata on the season, a 0.67 goals against average. She's made 35 saves on the season and has only allowed the 4 goals, all of which came in the loss to Marion last week. Saints on the offensive again. Jimena Diaz. Kelly Flores with it, kicks it back to Planeta. Set things up again. Saints will set it up again. Andrea Guerra gets it, looking to get it to the right side to O'Connor, but it was stolen away that time by Ramiro Molina. Judson coming back far side, and it's going to be kicked a little bit too far, and the Saints will take possession. 31:52 left to play, first half. Saints lead it 1-0 on the goal by Mia O'Connor. Foul by Judson on that play. Again for O'Connor. That was her third goal of the season. Puts her in sole possession of second place on the team behind Isabel Diaz, who has 6 goals in as many contests. Kelly Flores will have the free kick at the 40-yard line on the field. About 48 yards away from the goal. Let's see how she attacks this. She goes straight to the goal, and the goalkeeper is right there, Eva Fernandez. Fernandez on the season, 17 goals allowed. She saved 41 attempts, and she's been the only goalie for the Eagles this season. Jocelyn Garcia Favela to throw in for the Saints. Judson now has it back in its own side of the field. Looking to get it up to Lisa von Blumenthal. Now kicked ahead, but knocked out of bounds by Garcia Favela. One-third of the way through this first half. St. Francis 1, Judson nothing. Judson, nice pass there, and he gets by Clara Sinet. Sinet might have had a good shot. She was just a little bit behind the ball, and it goes out of bounds, and Saints will take possession. Ball's kicked to midfield, and Judson gets it. Now puts it in St. Francis territory. Foul called on the Saints, and Judson will have a free kick at the 35-yard line. And the free kick will be by Jackie Laramie. Laramie tries to get it inside, and it gets kicked away by Mia O'Connor. Now back to midfield where Judson will regain possession. Mara Quintero. They get it over Natasha Navarro along the near side here. Navarro gets her kick blocked by Isabel Diaz, who collects it. And now she finds the other Diaz, Jimena, along that near side. Jimena looks to take an attempt. Nope. She passes over the middle. Isabel Diaz with it. Lali Perez tried to steal it from a Judson player there. Now Kelly Flores has it. She gets it over to O'Connor. O'Connor looking to go in the middle and then turned around. And now there's a foul by Judson. Clara Sinet. And the Saints will have the free kick at around the 40-yard line. Last time Kelly Flores had this attempt, it was in the middle of the field. She went straight at the goalkeeper. Let's see what she does here. She kicks it to the right side for Mia O'Connor. Now back to Flores. Flores to the middle. And it hits off a Judson player and back to the goalkeeper, Ava Fernandez. Fernandez will kick it to midfield. Saints regain possession. Here's Kelly Flores with a move. She's got one player in front of her. She gets it to Diaz. The other Diaz, Isabel. Now to the right side. I believe that was Shell Palayo. Saints will have it. Isabel Diaz gets it up front to Mia O'Connor, but it's going to be too far ahead of her. And it'll go back to Ava Fernandez, the goalkeeper for Judson. Saints still up 1-0. Almost 19 minutes into this contest. Judson has it. Clara Sinet along that far sideline. Gets it over the middle, and now St. Francis steals the ball, kicks it back to midfield. That's where Kelly Flores has it. Battle there at midfield. Flores maintains possession. O'Connor gets it to Citlali Perez. Now they go far side. Back to the middle. Judson gets the theft. Tries to get something going offensively. Kicked the ball behind one of their offensive players, and she had to come back. And now here in the middle is ball stolen away there by Andrea Aguirre. Another attempt this time by Anika Elgin. Believe that's the second shot on goal by Judson. Here's Giselle Mata's kick to around midfield. Judson controls the ball after the kick from the goalkeeper. Judson trying to go midfield with Natasha Navarro kicking it there. Ball gets stolen by Citlali Perez. She kicks it back to Aguirre. Aguirre kicks it right into Kelly Flores. Judson got possession back. Here's Anika Elgin getting her shot blocked. Another attempt here. That was a short hop there for Giselle Mata to recover. And what are they going to call here? I believe they're going to call a foul on the Saints. That's what they're going to do. Comes with 24 minutes left to play in the first half. Saints on top, 1-0. On Mia O'Connor's goal. And this is going to be Jackie Laramie. She went straight to the goal the last time. This time she was looking for somebody, one of her teammates, to have a header, but it was stolen away by the Saints. Now Mia O'Connor has it near side. She kicks it well far ahead. She was looking for Jimena Diaz, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for Judson. Mia O'Connor kicks it out of bounds and into the stand, so Judson will have it at about midfield. Throwing the ball in, Natasha Navarro. Saints get possession back. Citlali Perez to Isabel Diaz. Diaz looking for a foul on the play. There was no call, and Judson gets possession back. Saints get it back here on the far sideline. Kelly Flores had it. She kicked it over to, I believe that was Ishel Palayo. Is Jimena Diaz over to Silali Perez. Perez in the middle to O'Connor. Thought she was going to take a shot. Instead, she passes right side back to Diaz. Diaz back to O'Connor. See what O'Connor does here to Silali Perez and O'Connor. Nice save by Eva Fernandez and a second save, but not a third one as Kelly Flores scores on the rebound. 3 straight shots by the Saints, and the third one finally goes through for Kelly Flores. So Kelly Flores off the second miss, and for Flores, it's her third goal of the season, so she ties Mia O'Connor for second place with the Saints in terms of goals scored. So the Saints up 2-0 already here in the first half. And again, when you got somebody like Giselle Mata in goal, 2-0 is a big lead for the Saints. Mata, as we mentioned early in the broadcast, all of her games with the exception of the Marion contest have been shutouts. She's been the only goalie for the Saints this season, playing all 540 minutes. Allowed the 4 goals and 35 saves. Now here comes Judson trying to get back into the contest. Gets it up to, it was Araceli Ramiro Molina, and then later another Eagle player got their shot blocked and goes all the way back into the Judson side of the field. This ball goes out of bounds, and Amira El Mansouri will throw it in. Cara Planeta with the steal. She comes over to the near side now after a substitution. Did not get the substitution as of yet for the Saints. But Planeta on this near side, she was on the far side to begin the game. Handball by the Saints, so Judson will get it just inside the 50-yard line, at the mid part of the field. It's been all Saints so far, 2-0. Mia O'Connor and Kelly Flores with the St. Francis goals. Judson trying to get back into the contest. Jackie Laramie gets it to the left side, over to Ramiro Molina. Back to Laramie, over to El Mansouri. Now they go left side, and ball gets kicked away by Ramiro Molina. And Ramiro Molina kicks it from that left side. Mato is there, briefly lost possession, but fortunately there were no Eagles in front of the goal. Giselle Mata makes the save. Here comes Judson back on the attack. No foul as of yet called. Looked like it could have went either way, either for the Judson player or Kelly Flores. Both players look like they took each other down. This ball goes out of bounds and goes possession to the Saints. The Saints are going to get a couple substitutions here. Let's see who comes in. Sofia Velasquez is in the lineup. Now it looks like we might have an injury timeout. See who else came in for the Saints. Charlene Mendoza is in as well. And I think those were the only two substitutions for the Saints. An injury delay here. And I believe Judson will get the ball back. 17:42 left to play. And another save there by Giselle Mata. So Mata now, I believe, with 4 saves. Marking it as 2, I believe, right now. Might have been a third one there. The stats just haven't repopulated yet here on the computer. Ball's kicked out of bounds. Believe it'll be Saints possession, yes. Inbounding it for the Saints is Litzy Flores. Ball's kicked to the middle where it's stolen by Judson. Now it comes back to Cara Planeta. She's going to look to reset things here. Ball stolen away. No. Yep. By Judson. Annika Elgin had it. Now the Saints come away with it. And back to Judson. 16 minutes left to play in the first half here. Saints already leading 2-0. Getting ball ahead to Clara Sinet. Sinet gets it stolen away. And Mia Okana picks it up. And she kicks it over to Charlene Mendoza. Mendoza gets it stolen by Natasha Navarro. And Judson will reset. This ball is going to go to the Saints along that far sideline. Nice save that time by St. Francis. Ball kicked to the left side, where Judson looks to set it up with Natasha Navarro. They go along this near sideline. They were looking for Ramiro Molina, but she was not there. Now ball's kicked by Aguirre into Judson territory. Now Citlali Perez has it over to Mia Okana. Okana looking to push it ahead. She does. To Sofia Velasquez. Velasquez gets it to Mendoza. Mendoza to Okana. And another goal for the Saints. They lead it 3-0 now. So the third goal for the Saints, the second this evening by Mia Okana. Her third and fourth goals of the season here. Just like that, she's got the second place runner-up lead over Kelly Flores now for the second most goals. Catching up to Isabel Diaz, who has 6 on the season. O'Connor now with 4.
That's a goal for University of St. Francis by number 14, Mia O'Connor. Assisted by number 12, Charlene Mendoza.
Charlene Mendoza gets the assist on the last one for Mendoza. Let's see what she's got here. That is her first assist of the season. She also has 1 goal on the campaign as this ball is kicked out of bounds. 14 minutes left to play in the opening half. And it's all Saints tonight, 3-0. Cara Planetta gets it inbounds, and it gets kicked off. Believe it was Charlene Mendoza. It'll be Judson ball. Judson going to make a substitution here. Checking in for the Eagles is Maria Luisa Rubio. And she will throw it in. Lali Perez gets it following the header by Blumenthal. Judson gets it back here at midfield. Getting turned around is Josie Rickert. Saints nearly had possession, but the Eagles hang on. Kick is to the middle of the field. Judson grabs it. Ramiro Molina looking to go inside. She does, and ball gets stolen away there. Believe that was Ishel Pelayo. Pelayo now the far sideline. Judson stole it momentarily, and St. Francis got it back but kicked it out of bounds. So Judson will have a throw in here. Judson along that far sideline, stolen away. Here comes Mia O'Connor. She shoots it down that far sideline. Now they shoot it ahead, but well far in front of the St. Francis player. And it's going to go out of bounds as one of the Judson defenders kicks it out to reset the defense. See who's going to throw it in here for the Saints. They do get it into Flores, Kelly, that is. This ball gets kicked out of bounds, or it'll be goal kick. Goal kick for Judson. Just over 11 minutes left to play. The Saints leading 3-0. Mia O'Connor, a pair of goals. Kelly Flores with 1. Charlene Mendoza and Isabel Diaz on the assists. 2 of the 3 goals anyway. Here's Judson trying to get back into the contest. Gets the ball in the middle to Laramie. Or I should say Blumenthal, my bad. Stolen away by Mia O'Connor. Kelly Flores now has it. She looks to take it to the middle of the field. And that's where the Saints have Charlene Mendoza. Now it gets stolen by Judson. Far sideline are the Eagles. Maintain possession, get it back to around midfield, reset the offense. Now back into their own territory. Saints with the stolen pass by Jackie Laramie. Gets it to midfield. Now Judson gets it back. Annika Elgin was looking to go ahead, but she kicked it too far to Cara Planetta, and Planetta's going to kick it to Giselle Mata, and she kicks it along that far sideline. It's at Lali Perez. Saints maintaining possession in their own territory, up by 3. Judson still with possession here. Ball back to midfield for Laramie. Laramie gets it ahead. I believe she had El Mansouri there. Saints get the ball back. Kick it too far into Judson territory. It'll be out of bounds in favor of the Eagles. Throwing it in is Rubio. And that one was knocked away by the Saints initially, Sofia Velasquez. Kelly Flores now over to Velasquez. Velasquez gets her kick blocked. Judson has it now at midfield. Clara Sinet up ahead. She was looking for Ramiro Molina too far. And Giselle Mata comes out of goal to pick up the ball with 8 minutes left to play here in the first half. Nice night. We had a little bit of rainfall in the pregame. But there's not been any rain since. And it's currently 71 degrees. They're predicting rain at about 7 o'clock tonight, so that would be at halftime. And it looks to be a 100% chance. I don't think it's supposed to last too long, though. Here's Judson on the attack again. El Mansouri was looking to get it ahead to Ramiro Molina. It was blocked away. And the Saints get it back. Planeta kicks it. Now a couple header attempts. St. Francis keeps possession. Get ahead to Cara Planeta. She's along that near sideline. Almost stolen. Kick it back to Aguirre. Aguirre has it stolen by Blumenthal. Now battle for it. It was Ishel Pelayo who had it. She kicked it back to Aguirre. Now up to Kelly Flores. Saints just working that clock right now, leading 3-0. And that's really all they have to do here. Judson has to come up front on the attack. Cara Planeta now has it right side. Aguirre kicks it hard to the middle of the field. And there's going to be a foul called. I believe they're going to call Charlene Mendoza for a push in the back. And so Judson will have a free kick at the 40-yard line. 6 minutes remain in the opening half. Attempting the free kick will be Jackie Laramie, product of Huntley, Illinois. Couple substitutions waiting to come in. One for the Saints and one for Judson. Here's the kick by Laramie, and it's headed away by Kelly Flores. Then Mia Okana kicks it back into Judson territory, where the Eagles will try to set up again. Okana steals it. Now she looks ahead. She goes cross court, and there is Jimena Diaz. She puts a juke move on one defender, and now as another attempt goes off one of the Judson players, and the Saints should have a corner kick here. We're going to have a couple substitutions. Let's see who's checking in here, if we can. All right, the substitutions for Judson, Gigi Farias is in. And for the Saints, Nikki Guzman. I think it's Kelly Flores on the corner. She kicks it to the middle, and there was Sofia Velasquez. She tried to head it in from the right side, but it goes a little too high. And Judson will take over. Was Kelly Flores on that corner. Kick by the goalkeeper to midfield, and it goes to the Saints. Mia O'Connor took it away. Now Judson gets it back here with Ramiro Molina. She was trying to look ahead to Al Mansouri, but it goes a little bit too far, and the Saints had it. And it gets by Nikki Guzman, and here's a goal kick. The Saints will get it back after the ball was kicked to midfield again. Kelly Flores has it. Over to Planeta. Planeta was looking for Nikki Guzman, but it was broken up by one of the Judson Eagles. Now the Saints will have it in their own territory. Kick it around for a few seconds here before restarting the offense. Michelle Pelayo there. And now gets stolen away by Judson. Eagles thought they had a chance, but Kelly Flores stuck her right foot out in front, kicked it away, and the Saints recover. Just under 3 minutes remaining in the opening half. It's been all St. Francis, 3-0. First goal by Mia O'Connor, then Kelly Flores, then Mia O'Connor again. Saints looking to improve to 5-1-1 on the season and 2-0 in the league. Judson trying to get back to 500. They are currently 1-3 and 0-1 in league play. Cara Planeta has it now along the right side, and she kicks it out of bounds with just over 2 minutes remaining. Judson has had 3 shots on goal tonight and 5 shots total. The Saints with 10 shots, 7 of which have been on goal. Eva Fernandez with 4 saves for the Eagles in goal, but she's allowed 3 goals. Here's Mia O'Connor. Gets it to Citlali Perez. Saints just maintaining possession right now. To the middle of the field for Guzman. Guzman along that far sideline. And the ball goes out of bounds. Throw in here for the Saints. 1 minute left to play in the opening half. Here's Kelly Flores from long way, and Fernandez is right there to make the save. Nice shot by Flores from about 35 yards out. Nice save by Fernandez. It's her 6th save, I believe. 30 seconds left here in this opening half. Planeta kicks it back into St. Francis territory, and Saints will probably just hang on to it here. Let's see. Aguirre now tries to get it ahead to Guzman, and they're going to call a handball on Guzman. 10 seconds left. See if Judson get an opportunity. I doubt it, but we will see. They will take one attempt. It was hit off Kelly Flores' back. And that will be the end of the first half. It's been all St. Francis here in the opening half. Saints lead it 3-0. Let's recap the scoring for you real quick before we take a break. First goal came at 7:03 into the contest. Mia O'Connor with the goal, assisted by Isabel Diaz. And then about 16 minutes later, it was Kelly Flores. After back-to-back shots were hit off the Judson goalkeeper, Kelly Flores got the ricochet on the third one for the goal. And then another 7 minutes later, Mia O'Connor had her second goal of the game on an assist from Charlene Mendoza. And that's where we stand right now. St. Francis 3 and Judson nothing. We will take about a 12-minute break. We are at halftime with the Saints leading 3-0. You're watching and listening to Fighting Saints Soccer on the USF Sports Network. Back here, getting ready for the second half. If we look at the first half numbers, Saints, as we mentioned, on top 3-0. They've outshot the Eagles of Judson 12-5. Shots on goals, 8 for the Saints, 3 for Judson. The only corner kick was by Kelly Flores with about 5 minutes to go in the first half. St. Francis has 5 fouls to just 2 for Judson. And that's been it. Again, checking out the scoring for the Saints. Two goals by Mia Okana. The first one and the third one. The middle one by Kelly Flores. Isabel Diaz had the assist on Okana's first goal. Charlene Mendoza and Citlali Perez credited with the assists on the second Okana goal. Just about ready here to start the second half. Both teams ready to go. We are underway here in the second half. Isabel Diaz gets it ahead. And the kick that time gets a little bit darker, harder to see. I believe it was Jimena Diaz on the shot. Pull out the binocs. Yes, it was. Went high and wide right. So Judson gets it on the goal kick. Now Isabel Diaz has it. It was stolen away, and she was looking for Okana, a little bit ahead, and the ball goes out of bounds to Judson. Now stolen away by Isabel Diaz. Diaz now has it stolen away herself. Judson has it at midfield now. On the attack along that far sideline. Middle broken up there by Ishel Palayo. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be goal kick for the Saints. Just underway, second half. It's been all St. Francis tonight. Saints looking for their 5th win of the season. They are 4-1-1, 1-0 in conference after their 4-0 victory over Trinity Christian on Wednesday in Palos Heights. Judson 1-3, 0-1 in the league. They lost in their conference opener to Holy Cross 3-2. Holy Cross, the Saints defeated St. Ambrose today. We have a little break here. Let's see if we could pull up the scores. The Saints have it in their own territory. Kelly Flores with it now, kicking it ahead. Judson on the steal now. Judson maintains possession here. Along that far sideline. Stolen away by Mia Okana. Thought Judson was going to go for a shot there. They do now, and missing the ball. I believe that was Clara Sinet. Got her back. Correction. That was Amira El Mansouri. Throw in for the Saints. And Isabel Diaz now kicks it up to midfield. Gets stolen slightly. Gets pushed over to Mia Okana, who goes along that far sideline looking for Jimena Diaz. Diaz battling with it with another Eagle player, and it goes the way of the Eagles. Mia Okana to the middle of the field. Isabel Diaz, wide left. Nice play by Okana, and Diaz just missed Saints' 4th goal of the night. And it looks like it might have gotten tipped by one of the Judson defenders, so the Saints will have a corner kick here. It'll be Kelly Flores, her 2nd corner kick of the night. See how the Saints attack it here. Gets it up to Okana and then back to Flores. Flores now right side. I'm sorry, that's Okana there. And it is in the far corner there. Battle for it. Saints get it. And now goes out of bounds. We'll have a throw in for the Saints. I believe Mia Okana will throw it in. No, she will not. Saints threw it in there, and now the shot's blocked. And the Saints will have it on the far sideline, right next to the corner area, but not a corner kick. Ball was stolen away, but Judson's going to get called with a foul here, and the Saints are going to have a free kick. It will be Kelly Flores. And we're going to get a yellow card on Judson. Believe they gave a yellow card. Kelly Flores with the kick. I would assume she's going to go right at the goalkeeper here. Let's see. She does, and it goes wide left and out of bounds. So it'll be a goal kick for Judson. 6 minutes here into the second half. No scoring in this half. All the goals for the Saints came in the first half. Ball goes back to the goalkeeper. Trying to get some scores around the league, but the league website is not cooperating right now. Saints will have possession here, going to the middle of the field. And now Judson steals it away. Eagles still maintain possession here. Now Isabel Diaz steals it away. Kicks it over to that right side. Mia Okana. Ball goes, no, I thought it went out of bounds, but it didn't. Isabel Diaz steals it. And it goes off one of the Judson players and into the goal. So it'll be Isabel Diaz with the goal. They put on the light show here at the stadium. It has a little bit more of an effect now that it is completely dark here in Joliet. First half when they scored all 3 goals, didn't really make a difference, but it does here on Isabel Diaz's goal. Her 7th of the season. So the top 3 goal scorers for the Saints have all scored here tonight. Just under 38 minutes left in this contest, and it's been all St. Francis 4-0. See if they can maintain the shutout here now. Saints looking to add to this 4-0 lead. They have it in Judson territory. Judson now steals it away to the middle of the field for von Blumenthal. She's looking ahead to get it to Al Mansouri goes too far, and the Saints get it back. There's Mia O'Connor. Still with it. Over to Jimena Diaz. And now a goal kick there. Saints get it right back. Citlali Perez. Isabel Diaz gets her shot blocked. And Judson recovers, but kicks it too far. Nobody there on the near sideline for the Eagles. And the Saints will take possession in their own territory. Isabel Diaz kicks it up to Kelly Flores. Flores has it now, shoots it off to the left side to Litzy Flores. Litzy with a shot. Gets away from the goalkeeper, but no Saint was there, fortunately, for Judson. Otherwise, it might have been 5-0. Litzy Flores on the shot there. She had her first 2 goals of the season on Wednesday in that 4-0 victory over Trinity Christian. Here comes Judson on the attack, and they're going to be called for offsides. Believe it was Clara Sinet being called offsides as the ball came from Al Mansouri. Nice play, but again, the Eagles offsides, and the Saints will take over with 35.5 minutes left to go in this second half.
The previous goal for University of St. Francis was by number 24, Isabel Diaz.
This ball kicked down the near sideline. Judson keeps possession. Sinet now back to Al Mansouri. Mansouri gets it ahead. Nice block there of the shot by Ramiro Molina, and Giselle Mata is there again. 4th save of the night. Probably the most difficult one for the Saint goalkeeper tonight. She was there to make the play and preserve the shutout. Saints have recorded 5 shutouts this season. 4 obviously were victories, 1 tie against St. Francis, Indiana. And the Saints really not at full strength yet. Talking to head coach Al Pilar earlier about that. Saints missing one of their top goalkeepers a year ago, not goal scorers, I should say. Ari Gonzalez, who hurt her ankle severely in the preseason, has not played as of yet. And when she gets back, the Saints will really be at full strength. Not that they don't have any goal scorers now. Got Isabel Diaz, you got Kelly Flores, you got Mia O'Connor, and then we saw Litzy Flores the other day. So a lot of offensive weapons for the St. Francis team. Mia O'Connor has it now along the far sideline, gets it ahead to Diaz. Jimena, that is. Now gets stolen away by Judson. Eagles have had 4 shots on goal, and I believe 9 total shots. Check that out when we have a chance. Mia O'Connor now to Isabel Diaz, who scoots it up to Kelly Flores. Flores trying to get ahead of the Judson defender. She can't, and it's kicked out of bounds by the Eagles. So the Saints will have it. Just under 33 minutes left to play. All St. Francis today. One upset earlier today, the defending champs, St. Ambrose, beaten by Holy Cross at home today. Trying to get some of the other scores, but we haven't been able to just as of yet. Here's Judson with a stolen pass. It's it ahead, now kicked away by Ishel Palayo for the Saints. Judson gets it back in St. Francis territory. This ball is going to be kicked out of bounds. I believe, yeah, it'll be a throw-in for the Saints. There's the throw in. And gets hit out of bounds again by Judson. So the Saints will move up about 10 yards and have another throw in here. There it is. Isabel Diaz with the header, but she hits it out of bounds. So Judson will take over possession in St. Francis territory. Now the Saints steal it away. Kelly Flores does. And then Andrea Aguirre kicks it out of bounds. So it'll be a throw in for the Eagles. Kicked away by the Saints. That one goes out of bounds. Another throw-in attempt here for Judson. Deep in St. Francis territory. Good attempt here for the Eagles. It's blocked. Believe it was Aguirre with the block that time of the shot. And now the Saints coming hard on the offensive end. Kick over the middle. That time was by Litzy Flores. Judson had it for a second. Now Kelly Flores has it at midfield. She kicks it ahead, but it's going to be too far. And Ava Fernandez, the goalkeeper for Judson, is going to come out and make the grab and kick it back to midfield. Eagles have had 9 attempts, 4 of which have been on goal. If you were to categorize the 4 that were on goal, I would say 1 was a serious threat. The other 3 not too serious. Giselle Mata was there for it. The only one that was a solid one came just moments ago. Here comes Sonnet right side, kicking to the middle. And she got it to Von Blumenthal, and now the Saints recover it. Cara Planeta kicks it back to the 20. Now it's stolen away by Judson. Blocked there by the Saints. And Citlali Perez comes away with it. She gets it ahead to the right side. We're looking to get it to Nikki Guzman. And now Judson has it back. This ball goes out of bounds with just under 30 minutes left to play. Eagles have the throw in. Isabel Diaz trying to get a steal there. Can't come away with it. Judson gets it downfield a little further. Deep in the end zone territory. Into the middle. And there's the goal. Loose ball. And the goal is going to be by number 10, Clara Sinet. Did not see who the assist came on. Judson got it deep into St. Francis territory. That's probably the deepest the Eagles have been. They were in that blue zone, which is the end zone for football. The pass came across. Sinet was on the far side. It got by Giselle Mata, and then Sinet was right there to kick it in for the goal. So 4-1 now in favor of the Saints. So the Eagles pick up their first tally of the night, and it comes with just under 29 minutes left. Here comes Kelly Flores. Now she gets it initially taken away, but she gets it back here. Now she'll kick it back, and the Saints will try to regroup and set up again. Andrea Gear kicks it into Judson territory where it finds the foot of an Eagle player. Back and forth exchange here at midfield. Kelly Flores tries to kick it ahead and gets it blocked. And what do we got here? We got a injured Saint. I think it's Citlali Perez. Not sure if it's just cramping. She gets up gingerly, but is all right and will stay in the game. Clock continues to run. 27:30 left to play. Correction, 27:47. Couple substitutions here, I believe. At least one for Judson. And they'll restart play here. Saints have it in their own territory. Gets it over to Kira Planeta on the near side here, and it gets stolen and now kicked out of bounds by the Saints. Judson will have the throw-in. Hannah Schmidt will have the throw-in. She gets it up to Sinet. Initially tapped away. Michelle Palaio now has it up to Planeta. Planeta gets it taken away. Here come the Eagles again. Ramiro Molina in the middle of the field there. Now, not Sinet, but Al Mansouri. And Kara Planeta kicks it out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in for the Eagles. Hannah Schmidt. Schmidt throws it in, and it gets taken away by Isabel Diaz. She kicks it ahead to Nikki Guzman. Guzman still with it, now gets it kicked away. As we mentioned before, Clara Sinet had that previous goal. The assist was by Ramiro Molina. And for Sinet, that was her first goal of the season. Ramiro Molina also with her first assist of the season. Foul called on the Eagles here. It'll be a free kick for Kelly Flores. She kicks it ahead. And the ball goes out of bounds for Judson. So Kara Planeta will have a throw-in. She looks ahead, was looking for Guzman, didn't get it there. And Judson will get the ball back. Light rain falling here at Busey Bank Field at Joy Memorial Stadium. They were expecting rain. Fortunately, it's not a heavy rain. Citlali Perez gets it over to the right side for Litzy Flores. Oh, just missed. Wide right. Just a little bit wide right. It was a nice air shot. It would have been difficult if it was on target for Ava Fernandez to make the play. And Saints didn't get it, so it remains 4-1 here. Just under 25 minutes left to play. Saints get the steal here. Kelly Flores. Now she kicks it over to the far side. Back to Flores it comes. Now ahead, she was looking for Isabel Diaz, but it was taken away by an Eagle player. Here come the Eagles in the middle of the field. El Mansouri kicks it ahead over to the left side. I believe that's El Mansouri with it now. She's battling it. Isabel Diaz with the steal, now stolen back by Judson. Here come the Saints. Litzy Flores. Nikki Guzman to her left. That's where she kicks it. Guzman now looking ahead. She's going back to the middle, but it was headed away by one of the Judson defenders. Here's El Mansouri. She was trying to kick it to midfield. She does get one of her Eagle players. They get it up to Sinet, and now back over to Ramiro Molina. That was the connection that scored the last time. Here they come again down that far sideline. It was blocked away by the Saints, though, this time. As the rain gets a little bit heavier. I don't know if you can see it on the screen or not. It is a very light mist. When you look up in the lights, it looks like it's raining pretty good. But when you're actually down on the field, it's really just a light drizzle. But they were expecting the rain. Again, fortunately, they were calling for thunderstorms earlier in the day and then at night. But we have not had the thunderstorms, just the rain. Not enough, obviously, to stop play. This ball goes out of bounds. The Saints are going to have a couple substitutions here. Let's see who checks in. Looks like Mia Okana is coming back in, as well as Jimena Diaz. They stepped away for a little bit. Ball gets kicked off one of the Eagle players. They were surprised by the call, but nonetheless, that's what the official on the near sideline calls. So Cara Planeta will have a throw-in with 21:33 left to play. Free ball there. Kelly Flores kicks it back to Andrea Aguirre. To Okana. There's Ishel Palayo. Ball goes out of bounds by an Eagle player. Mia Okana kicks it over to Kelly Flores. Flores gets it taken away. Now she takes it back, and now it gets taken back by Sinet. She has a far sideline, goes out of bounds, I believe. I thought it was kicked off one of the Saints, but it wasn't, so it'll be a throw-in for St. Francis. Ball goes into Judson territory. There's Jimena Diaz. Diaz now stops, puts the brakes on, goes the other way, gets it to Mia Okana. Sitlali Perez there. They give it to Kelly Flores in the middle, now to the left side, and Cara Planeta looking ahead to Jimena Diaz. Jimena Diaz, she was looking to go inside. I think it was Nikki Guzman. Yep, didn't get there. The ball got booted away by one of the Eagle defenders. Now the Eagles have it at midfield. They go far left side where they had success earlier for their only goal of the match. Sinet was trying to get it to the right side. She was looking for Isabella Gereltz as another Saint comes in. Let's see who checks in here. Cara Planeta is going to move over to that far side again. Let's see who came in for the Saints. Get a jersey number here when we can. I think it was Litzy Flores. Yep, that's who it is. Judson with the kick down field here near the end zone of the football field. Sinet gets her shot blocked. Actually, I thought she got it blocked. She did not. It just went wide right of the net, and the Saints will have the goal kick. 18:41 and counting. Saints on top 4-1. Goals for St. Francis, 2 for Mia Okana, 1 for Kelly Flores, and 1 for Isabel Diaz tonight. The lone goal for the Eagles came from Clara Sinet. Saints had the first 4 goals. The last one to break up the shutout bid for the Saints was by Judson. Here's the ball stolen away for the Saints. Sofia Velasquez in for the Saints now as well. She's along that far sideline, playing midfield type forward position. Throw in for the Saints. This ball's stolen away. Here comes Kelly Flores looking ahead, blocked that time by Hannah Schmidt. Here comes Kelly Flores now. Will she go left side there? She will. That's Jimena Diaz. Diaz now coming back to the middle. Kicks it over left side to Flores. Flores keeps it inbounds. Now goes out of bounds, and it'll stay possession with the Saints with 17 minutes left. Saints leading 4-1. Throw in here for the Saints. Oh. One of the managers for the Saints was videotaping down in the corner, and she got hit with the ball, and it actually hit off of the video device she was recording off of, and it fell to the ground. Fortunately, she was all right. Not sure how the device is, though. Might be all right. This ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Judson possession. Stolen away there by Mia Okana. Okana gets it ahead to Jimena Diaz. See what she does here. Takes a move to the right. Still looking, still looking. Now makes one move, and it is blocked. She had a good look, but it was blocked. Saints keep possession. Mia Okana now over to Kelly Flores. Over to Jimena Diaz, and she goes across the way. It's headed by Guzman. Now here's Mia Okana. She kicks it backwards, and one of the Eagles has it. Steals away for a second before the Saints regain possession. Here is Nikki Guzman getting it ahead. I believe that's Lali Perez. Over to Kelly Flores. Flores with the shot and the save by Fernandez. Check how many saves that is for Flores here. As the ball gets kicked out of bounds. I believe that's the 7th save now for Fernandez. Couple more St. Francis substitutions. Let's see who's coming in here. Believe the 2 substitutions are Cassandra Rosales and Sofalina Valles Vargas. Isabel Diaz with the steal here at midfield. She was kicking it over to the left side looking for Rosales. Goes out of bounds. Judson possession. Here comes Judson on the march. Al Mansouri gets it blocked initially, recovers. Shoots it over to the left side, but nobody was there but Cara Planeta. Planeta now has it. Kicks it ahead down that far sideline. It stays inbounds. Now gets kicked off one of the St. Francis players. Or was it? I thought it was Judson ball, but I guess not. It'll be St. Francis ball. I think it's Cara Planeta that's going to throw it in. It is. 13 and a half minutes left. Planeta to Mia Okana. Now there's a scrum there in the middle of the field. Nobody taking control. Now Isabel Diaz kicks it ahead. Here comes Mia Okana on the hard charge. She kicks it to the middle, and that is where Jimena Diaz was, but she kicks it just to the left, wide left. This is an opportunity for her first goal tonight. It'll be a goal kick for Judson. Good play, good hustle there by Mia Okana along that far sideline to get it then into the middle of the field. Now the goalkeeper for the Eagles kicks it to midfield. The Saints get it back here. Here comes Ishel Palayo. She gets it to Rosales. Now to Sofalina Valles-Vargas, over to Okana. Okana gets it ahead. And there's a shot wide right. I believe that was Sofalina Valles-Vargas. See if we can get a number here. Yep, that's who it was. Let's see now. The Saints, I believe, are going to get a corner kick here. Let's see who's going to shoot it. It's usually Kelly Flores, but yep, it was Kelly again. She just tapped it inside. Now they kick it into the middle. It was blocked away. Flores left-footed kick. Wide right, just missed. As the rain continues to fall here on the Busey Bank Field at Joliet Memorial Stadium, home to St. Francis, where the Saints have a solid 2-1-1 record at home. They are 2-0 on the road. So looking to get their third win here at home on the season. Mia Okana, right side, gets past one defender, now kicks to the middle. It's headed away. Flores trying to run it down, can't. Judson keeps possession here. Kick to the right side, there's Sonette, and it's blocked away by Litzy Flores. So it'll be a throw-in for Hannah Schmidt. We're going to have a couple substitutions, one for each team, with 10.5 minutes left to play. See who is in for the Saints. Looks like Nikki Guzman is back in. I believe maybe that was El Mansouri that came back in. 10 is out for Sonette, is out for Judson. Get play restarted with 10 minutes left. Stolen away there by Rosales. Right side, here comes Mia Okana charging hard. She's going to get a shot and a goal! Mia Okana with the goal.
That's a goal for University of St. Francis by number 14, Mia Okana.
And for Okana, she has the hat trick tonight. Third goal of the night for Mia Okana, and that was just all-out hustle by Mia. Saints lead it 5-1. 9:37 left to play. Saints have it in the far side. Did they say out of bounds? Or what are they calling here? Calling a foul somewhere by one of the Saints. Mia Okana with 3 goals tonight. The other 2 goals by Isabel Diaz and Kelly Flores. O'Connor came into tonight's game. 6 games. She had 2 goals and 2 assists. So we have another substitution here for the Saints. So Mia O'Connor checks out. This ball goes out of bounds. Hit off the chest of Nikki Guzman. Ball goes out of bounds on the header by Flores. Stays in along that near sideline. Kelly Flores battling for it. One of the Eagle defenders falls down, and Flores is going to be charged with a foul here. Just accidental. Both players going for the ball. But they said Hannah Schmidt had a little bit better opportunity there. And Flores running into her led to the foul, so it'll be a free kick here for Gigi Farias with 7:50 to go. She's looking to get an assist on a header there from somebody, but not a very solid attempt there for the Eagles. Actually, it was headed by one of the Saints, I believe. As a couple players fall down. Are they going to charge the Saints with the foul? I believe they are. They will. So another free kick here on the right side. I think that's Farias again. They're going to ask the St. Francis defenders to back up a little bit farther. They're only back about 7 yards, so they have to push back about 3 more yards. See how the Eagles attack this one here. Going to go straight to the goal. It's going to be wide right. It's a high shot. That's what you want to do. But a little bit too high and a little bit too wide to the right. .6:45 left to play in the contest. St. Francis leading 5-1 on a big night for Mia O'Connor. The hat trick. Scored the first goal, the 3rd goal, and now the 5th goal. This ball gets kicked out of bounds. Schmidt throws it in. Looking for an Eagle player in the middle of the field. They couldn't find one. It went to Guzman. Kicks it over to the right side. Now back to the middle with Isabel Diaz. Diaz kicks it ahead. So Felina Valles-Vargas just a little bit too far in front of her. Goes all the way back to Emma Fernandez. She will kick the ball back to midfield. Taken away by the Saints. Litzy Flores. This ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Judson ball. This time it goes out of bounds off of an Eagle, so the Saints will have it. Saints well on their way to their 5th victory of the season and improving to 2-0 in the conference. Getting ready to throw it in. Kelly Flores checks out. Let's see who comes in for the Saints here. It was Jalissa Villafuerte, I believe, is back for the Saints. She's been injured for most of the season as well. It's nice to see her back in the lineup. That'll be a big addition as well. Villafuerte, a forward as well. Judson has a throw in here. Just over 5 minutes remaining. 5's the magic number for the Saints tonight. 5 goals. That is a season high. So this week alone, the Saints have had their 2 biggest offensive games of the season. winning 4-0 at Trinity Christian, and now 5-1 here against Judson. A new Saint has checked in. I did not see who it was. I'm trying to look at the field here. Believe just about everybody has gotten in tonight. Ball's on that far sideline. Stays in play. Judson with the steal. Ball's kicked out of bounds. This one's headed out by the Saints, so Judson will have another throw-in from about the 15-yard line. Another ball that goes out of bounds along that far sideline, and Judson just keeps moving up like 5 to 10 yards on every play along that far sideline. Now this ball's kicked to the middle, and it'll be kicked away here by the St. Francis defense. Up to about midfield. Nobody there, but that's all right. This ball goes out of bounds, so it'll be the Saints with the throw-in. So who's coming in now? Like I said, I believe just about everybody on the roster has now played. Is Caraplaneta back in? It is. Ball's kicked to the far sideline there. Does it stay in bounds? It does. Good job by the Saint player over there. Here's another attempt on goal. The attempt that time was by Sofia Velasquez. Final 3 minutes here at Joliet Memorial Stadium. Looks like the rain has stopped now. It was a light drizzle. Ball is blocked there by Sofalina Valles Vargas. Now she gets it, kicks it ahead. I believe that's Villafuerte, and she kicks it over to the right side, over the middle. Judson's going to have it along this near sideline. Blocked there by Cara Planeta. Planeta might have a look. No, nice slide there by Hannah Schmidt, denying Planeta an opportunity to put her name in the scoring column. Final 2 minutes of play here tonight in this conference matchup between the Eagles of Judson University and your Fighting Saints. Here's Isabel Diaz, right side. A little bit off target. Saints with 23 shots tonight. Judson with 9. There's going to be a foul here on the Saints. I'm sorry, on Judson. With about 85 seconds left in the match. Kick is away. Judson has it now. Trying to put together one last offensive surge. It'll be knocked away. You can hear in the background the 1 minute warning. Here comes, I believe that's Villafuerte. Oh, nice attempt. Would have been probably wide left. Emma Fernandez did get her hands on it, but I don't think it would have went in the goal if she wouldn't have made the save there. It'll be a corner kick for the Saints. Looks like Isabel Diaz is going to have this attempt as Kelly Flores is out of the game, the regular corner kick expert. This ball is kicked to the middle, blocked away by Judson. 12 seconds left.
10, 9,
Attempt there. I believe that might have been Aguirre.
5,
And that should do it.
3, 2,
Saints are going to win it tonight,
0.
5-1.
Next match, Judson University 1, University of St. Francis 5.
So the Saints put together a great effort tonight. They led 3-0 at the half. They added a pair of goals in the second half. The only little downside would be that one goal allowed. It kept the Saints from extending their string of shutouts to 6 and 7 games, which would have been great. So Giselle Mata gives up the 1 goal, her 5th goal allowed on the season. But nonetheless, she gets the win. She improves to 5-1-1 as well. The Saints on the season now, like we said, 5-1-1 overall. And 2-0 to start conference play. Judson falls to 1-5, 0-2 in conference. Again, big night for Mia Okana. 3 goals. It was a hat trick. The other 2 goals, one by Kelly Flores and one by Isabel Diaz. And again, a big win for the Saints to wrap up play here at Joliet Memorial Stadium tonight. And the Saints will be on the road next week before playing next weekend. Right back here, big matchup with St. Ambrose, 6 o'clock. Same start time next Saturday as part of the homecoming festivities. If you can't join us in person, we hope you'll stay with us on the USF Sports Network. I'm Dave Laquetta saying so long from Joliet Memorial Stadium, where once again the Saints come out ahead 5-1 over the Judson Eagles. Good night, everybody.